So we have the questions on the board. And in our first class in logarithm, I said the following, that whenever you have addition, it becomes multiplication. And whenever you have subtraction, it becomes division. That's the first thing you need to take note of. So in addition, it becomes multiplication. And in subtraction, it becomes division. That's the first step. Then I also said that the first thing you look at in logarithm is the base. So make sure the base matches. So just like you have log A, base A. So you are looking at the base. Yes, this base is a match. So for example, you have log 81 base 9. You have to change this 81 to match what? 9, which is log 9 raised to power 2, 9. That means everything in this upper part here must match the base. So here you have log 9 square base 9. So meaning that you will take these two backward. These two have to come backward to become 2 log 9 base 9. And what was 2 log 9 base 9? 2 times 1, because I said a log to its own base is equal to 1. So log 9 base 9 is 1. Log 1 base 1 is 1. Log 2 base 2 is 1. Log 3 base 3 is 1. Log 4 base 4 is 1. Log 5 base 5 is 1. So log 9 base 9 is 1. So 2 times 1 will give us 2. And that will be our answer for this kind of situation. So always make sure that it matches the base. So for here, you see here is 9. So here has to be 9 squared. So in a situation where we have log 729 base 9, this would imply log 9 raised to power 3 base 9. So this is equal to 3 log 9 base 9. And what's 3 log 9 base 9? 3 times 1. And what's 3 times 1? 3. So take note of this. Very much important point. Now, that's the first thing. Then the second thing I also need you to remember, in our last class, I said if you have log a raised to power x base a raised to power y, it means that you will take x over y log a base a. So meaning that x will come back, y will come back. So it will be x over y log a base a. Now we are going to a more complex aspect, and this more complex aspect, we have the following questions on the board. Log 35, log root 35 base 10 plus log root 2 base 10 minus log root 10 base 10. How can you simplify this kind of question? So the first thing you should take note of in logarithm is you must know the base. Look at the base. Do they match? Yes, they match. That is the first thing we'll look at. So since they match, it will not be difficult for us to solve anymore. So we are going to write log 35 root 35 base 10 plus log root 2 base 10 minus log root 10 base what? 10. All the bases match. We are already on point. So since all the bases match, the next thing is, I said whenever we have addition, it becomes multiplication. And whenever you have division, you have subtraction, it becomes division. I say it again. Whenever you have addition, it becomes multiplication. And whenever you have subtraction, it becomes division. So in this case, we are going to write log base 10. What we have here is root 35. So root 35 times what we have here is root 2 times root 2. Now, after having root 35 times root 2, we are going to divide it by root 10 because this is subtraction, root 10. So now we have root 35 times root 2 divided by root 10. That is the first step, the major thing you need to know. You multiply when you have addition, then you divide when you have subtraction. So meaning that we're going to multiply what we have here and divide it by 10. So this is equal to log base 10. What we have here is 35 times root 2. Now, in a topic known as SORD, sword in mathematics. If you maybe we'll make a video on sword. So in a topic known as sword in mathematics, when you multiply root 2 by root 2, the answer is 2. But for someone that will be wondering, how is it 2? It is 4, root 4, right? Because we multiplied what's inside this root 2 times 2, which is what? 4. But what is the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So in a situation where we have root 35 times root 2, because they both have square roots, we don't need to remove the root. All we will just write is root 70. Multiply what's inside the root. Root 70 over root 10. Root 70 over root 10, which is equal to log base 10. What's 70 over 10? 7. 70 over 10, sorry. 70 over 35. This place is 7. This place is 7. This place is 7. This is a mistake. This place is 7. This place is 7. Let's correct ourselves. This place is 7. Yes, this place is 7. So when we divide root 70 by root 10, it's going to give us divided by root 7 is going to give us root 10. Because it will be difficult having complex numbers there. No need having complex numbers. It has to be very simple. So log root 10 base 10. So we have, I told you, anytime we have a number that has a square root, it is 10 raised to power half. That is under indices. So in this case, we have log 10 raised to power half base 10. And I told you in logarithm, you must take it back. So meaning that you have half log 10 base 10. Half log 10 base 10. And what's half log 10 base 10? It is half times 1, because log to its own base is 1. So we have half times 1. And what's half times 1? Half times 1 is half, which is 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So in this situation, even without solving, you can simply analyze this and say root 35 times root 2 is root 70. Root 70 divided by root 7 is root 10. And you know that there is a power, 10 raised to power half. Take half to the back. You have half log 10 base 10, which is half times 1. And this gives you half. So the answer to this is half. Now we have question 2. We have question 2. Question 2, which is also very simple. We have log 2x minus 1 is 10 minus log 3x minus 2 equal to 1. Now in this, we have to simply analyze very well. We have base 10 here. We have base 10 here. Okay, so we have negative sign here, subtraction. And this subtraction implies that we are going to divide. So we have log 2x minus 1 over 3x minus 2 equal to log. Now, this space is 1. This space is 1. So, like I said, every time I always say this, that y equal to 10 raised to power x, it implies that we have log base 10 equal to x, y. So whenever we have y equal to 10 raised to power x, we have log y base 10 equal to what? X. That means this 10 lifted this x up. Like you see here, 10 raised to power x. This 10 lifted this x up and is equal to what? Y. This 10 lifted this x up and is equal to y. So in this situation where we have 1 here, 1 is equal to log 10 base 10, because a log to its own base is 1. So here we have log 10 base 10. Now compare the logarithm. Log 10, log 10. Meaning that what we have here is equal to what we have here. Meaning that 2x minus 1 over 3x minus 2 is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. So we are going to cross multiply. We have 2x minus 1 is equal to 10 into 3x minus 2. We are going to simplify again. We are going to simplify again, and this gives us 2x minus 1 equal to 10 times 3x, 30x. 10 times minus 2 minus 20. Collect like terms. So now we have minus 1 here. Bring plus 20 here, because minus 20 will become plus 20. Then we have 30x. Bring minus 2x. We now have 19 equal to 28x. We have 19 equal to 28x, and this implies that x equal to 19 over 28. X equal to 19 over 28, which is a very simple question. A very simple question which we have solved right away. So let's continue. We have another question for all of us to solve. So the next question we have, I believe you understand this. If you have any challenge, you can drop it in the comment section so I can explain again. Then we have another question on the board which is also very simple. We're going to solve it together. We have another question on the board which is also very simple. So together we are going to analyze this question. The next question says log x squared minus 2 base 2 equal to log x minus 1 base 2. So we are going to take it from here. So we have equal to log x squared minus 2 equal to log 2x minus 1. So we are going to simplify base 1. We're going to simplify 1 to base 10, which is log 10 base 10. But we're not working with log 10 base 10. I said we always look at the base, and the base here is 2. So to be log 2 base 2, this is log 2 into x squared minus 2 equal to log so we have addition. Addition becomes multiplication. So you see why we multiplied by 2, because this is what addition. The next step, we have log 2x minus 2 equal to log 2. What 2x? We have 2x minus 2, because 2 times x is 2x, and minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. So now we have these two logarithms. They are equal, meaning that x squared minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 2. What you are going to do next now is to simplify and collect like terms. So let's take everything to this side, or let's take everything to this side. We have 0 equal to 2x. No, let's take it to this side because we have x squared here. To be much easier. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So if we have this, we are going to check it out and see what we can do from here. So we have x squared minus 2x equal to 0. So it implies that x into x minus 2 equal to 0. It implies that x equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. This is x equal to, take minus 2 to this side, it will become plus 2. So x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. X equal to 0 and x equal to 2. That's for the last question which we have here. Then we also have other questions here which we are also going to analyze together. Very simple questions. So we will go down to the simple questions. Just make sure if you have any challenge whatsoever, you notice, feel free to reach out to me with the questions so we can go through them together. The next one we have log root 7. Like I said before, if you have log a raised to power x is a raised to power y, it is x over y log a. You just brought x back and you brought y back. So log root 7 base root 7 is equal to log 7 raised to power half base 7 raised to power half. Because the numbers are similar, you are just going to apply this simple rule, which is half over half log 7 base 7. And what's half over half? Half here 1, half here 1. So what's half here 1, half here 1? It means we have 1 log 7 base 7. And we know a log to its own base is 1. So we have 1 times 1. And what's 1 times 1? 1. What's 1 times 1? 1. So implying that if you have root 7, this root will cancel this root and this will give us 1. So implying that the answer to this log root 10 base 10 is half. Meaning that we just have to say log root 10 base 10, which is log 10 raised to power half 10. Like I said, anything raised to power half means square root of that thing. So it implies that you have to just take this half back. Half log 10 base 10. And what's half log 10 base 10? Half times 1, which is what? Half. That has already simplified this for you to the best level ever. And for the last part, we have log 10. This place is 10 raised to power half. How will you simplify this? This is 10 raised to power 1. This is 10 raised to power half. So you will bring this 1 back. Then you bring half back. Log 10 base 10. If you have done this, it's very simple, which is 1 times 2 over 1. Because when you are dividing to turn upside down, log 10 base 10, which is 2 times what? 1, which is what? 2. So the answer to this is 1. The answer to this is half. The answer to this is 2. Take note of this point. Take note of this point. So I'm going to go over it again. In logarithm, there are so many things to take note of. The first one is whenever y is equal to 10 raised to power x, it implies that log y base 10 is equal to x. This 10 lifted the x up. And when it lifted the x up, it becomes 10 raised to power x equal to y. That's one of the most valuable points you need to take note of. And when you have addition, it becomes multiplication. When you have subtraction, it becomes division. Take note of this valuable point. And I'm sure it will help you very well to achieve success in logarithm. So we are going to be moving on to another part of logarithm, which has to do with use of tables, use of statistical tables to handle logarithmic problems. This is going to be our next video. We are going to make that shortly. Also, we are going to be making videos in chemistry, calculations in chemistry, and calculations in physics. So fully calculations in chemistry and fully calculations in physics. Then also in chemistry, we will see how we can go into organic chemistry, just to do with naming of organic compounds as well too. Stay tuned, stay with us.